They say it's a big rich town. Well, I just come from the poorest parts. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Y'all know when I sing that song that I'm here to review Power Book 2, Season 1, Episode 9, titled Monster. But before I do that, let me give a shout out to my people who be holding me down. Shout out to y'all. Y'all watching this channel. Y'all helping the channel grow. Y'all are in the comment section. I see you. Shout outs to Elisa M. She always says, Ty, sing, 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 sing. So that's what I'm doing. Shout outs to DB. Shout outs to Motown Investor. June BLC. By the way, speaking of June BLC, go to her channel and you'll see yours truly as one of the guest singers for her holiday concert. That's June BLC's channel. Simply Be Yourself 100. How you doing? Hope all is well. Lex Max TV. A. Henderson, my people. Penny. R.C. Kroger, and all the rest of you, thank you for holding me down. I do appreciate it. I hope y'all had a great holiday. Yeah, my tree is still up. It's coming down soon, though. My son think it's going to be staying up for a long. It's not going. I ain't going to keep it up that long. But anyway, let's get right into this episode. Episode 9, Monster. All right, the episode starts off with Kane, who, you know, he's in the outs with his family, so he's trying to start his own operation. And he's still mad with Tariq, and he wants to kill Tariq and all this stuff. And so we see him dismembering, getting rid of the evidence of the bodies that he had to take care of the GTG members last week. We see him dismembering them. And what's so crazy is the dude that he took, whose gang he took over, is right there helping him put the little body parts in barrels. Then that has to be hard because these was your people. These was your boys. And now that's crazy. That's crazy right there. But I had one question, y'all, and maybe somebody can answer this. This crew that this dude had, it was only 3 of them? Because it was only 3 of them, so Kane took out those 2, dismembered them, and just took over the gang. It was only 3 of them? Hey, just saying. But anyway, they do that. They put the bodies in, and that's crazy. And I'm like, this is not going to go well. And Kane keeps making, to me, stupid decisions because he's in his feelings, like I said in the last review. Now let's move on over. Well, let's go based on Kane's actions, which caused when he tried to get Tariq killed on the campus last week. Those actions, the guy in 2-Bit end up helping Tariq kill the guy that was trying to kill Tariq. Well, 2-Bit killed him, but because of that, GTG thought that Kane had crossed them, so they went over to the school party or whatever, to the club, and attacked Zeke. And so now, because of that, this week we see a detective down at the school, and this detective is played by actor Laz Lonzo, who is on a show that I love as well called The Boys. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It's on Amazon, I believe. Right? It comes on Amazon. Good show. But anyway, the detective is down at the school, and he's telling them, listen, that dude that was in the pool, that wasn't no drowning, he didn't belong to the school. He was in some kind of gang, this, that, and the third, and all this, whatever. And he's like, we need to find out if there's anyone interview students who might have similar backgrounds or similar interests or something like that, he says, which offends the school faculty, and rightfully so, because this is racially profiling. So, detective, you're just assuming because they're a minority and they black, that they have a connection to someone in this school. This is an Ivy League school. How dare you? How dare you? Now, on one end, I agree with them, but sadly, he's right. Damn, he's right. So yeah, he's black man racially profiling, but in this case, in this instance, he's right. There is a connection to one of the students. So now they're all offended. And so Professor Carey, she gets up and she says, listen, instead of you messing with our students, this is what I can do for you. I will do something because I'm leader of the minority coalition or whatever she said. And I used to be a prosecutor myself. I can go and speak to the students. And if I get some information, I can tell it to you and protect the students and tell it, let them tell me, and I'll just tell you anonymously if we have any tips. That's what she says. Now, Professor Jabari, in his feelings still, he's thinking, she must be talking about Tariq. So now he jumps in, I'll help too. And I'm like, this dude is so corny and he's so, just so annoying and so in his feelings. Oh my God, he just gets on my nerves. I can't wait for him to get his. I really can't. He's so annoying. So now, we also see that, what happened? Tariq is on campus and 2-Bit sends him a text message saying, listen, you better have my money. I need more. You better have it today. So this makes Tariq say, let me see if I can go to McLean. He calls McLean and says, listen, what if I paid you next week? And we've all done this, had to reschedule our bills. Like, look, I can't pay you this week. I'll pay you next week. And McLean was like, oh, sure, no problem. So you think he's in the clear. He goes, no problem. Then he mentions, oh, but I have a surprise witness, yada, yada, yada. I guess we'll put that off. So Tariq is like, nah, don't put that off. I'll get you your money. So now he has to think of another way to get this money and to do these things. And we see old sneaky McLean and Paula, who's his partner. She's another lawyer working with him in more ways than one. They working in the bedroom, 2, because that's his little mistress. And she's like, why did you lie to Tariq like that? He said, listen, he's BSing me because I know he needed that money for something else. So I had to keep him on track. So I BS'd him. So I said, see, we're going to have some problems here. We're going to have some serious problems. Now, Tariq goes to Monet so that he can get the product. But she kind of short on the price. He said, where was this? And she says, listen, this is what Rico gave me. And, Rico gave this, and he still has questions about his boy, and that's the boy that Tariq and Drew took care of last week. So she's like, so he gave me this limited supply. I said, there's going to be some problems. I knew right then. I said, this is going to be some problems. And she says, we took Rico's product, so we got to get rid of Rico's product before he notices it. So I said, see, there's going to be some issues. So Tariq takes that. And this was a funny thing, too, because Tariq was like, I can't do this. The campus is hot right now. She said, don't course correct. Didn't you say course correct was just wonderful? That it could go through, get it done. And then I noticed tonight with Monet, everything was, we don't say that name. When you tried to say Kane, we don't say that name. I said, damn, this mother really talk about when she done with her kids, she done. We don't say that name around here. Because Tariq was like, yeah, but we don't say that name. When Drew tried to say, we don't say that name. We don't say that name. We don't say that name. She don't want you saying Kane's name. Now, Tasha and Tariq have a phone call, and she's telling him slow down and be careful. Now, he mentions that witness that he says that he heard that McLean told him about. And she's like, what witness? McLean didn't tell me anything about that. Now, you see how things are coming together? This is what I said. Things are coming together. Things are being found out. She was like, what witness? So, of course, Tasha asked McLean herself, and, she's digging, trying to get some information, and he BS's her and tells her something. But now, here's the thing. When he did that, old girl Paula was right there. He did something like that with her hand, and Tasha caught that, and Tasha's like, something ain't right here. So Tasha knew he's lying. So what she ended up doing, she ended up calling Paula on her own. And that was a really good scene, too, because she let Paula know, you lying for him. Who's this witness? And then she did the whole thing. Oh, you sleeping with him, huh? Oh, but he's still with his wife, and he ain't leaving you. She said, I know all of this whole thing about all this stuff. She pretty much got under Paula's skin and kind of let her know he ain't leaving his wife for you. You the side piece, and that's all you going to be. And so this led her to tell Tasha, oh, the witness is Epiphany. He said Dr. Epiphany. She said, there ain't no doctor. That's a stripper. So Tasha calls up Tariq and says, listen, handle Epiphany, because she's supposed to be a witness. Handle Epiphany the same way you handled Slim. You know that there's a code word for. That's what that means. And so, so Tariq goes up. First of all, and before that, we see stupid Saxe and McClain over at Epiphany's house. Nice house, by the way. She's at her. I guess whoever she's messing with, that's their house. And they tell her, listen, this is what we need you to do. We're going to cut a deal with you. If you do this, that, and the third. If you say X, Y, Z, this will help get Tasha off. And now here's the thing. That guy, Steven, who wants Tasha in jail and wants all this buried, he sent someone to follow Saxe. So he has pictures of Saxe teaming up with McClain. And he's pissed off about that. This is what I say about Saxe. Saxe is so stupid. He's always doing things that are just dumb. His brother was right about him. He just makes bad decisions all the time. Completely bad decisions. So anyway, this was a really good scene. We see Tariq go to Epiphany later on. And we thinking, oh, he's about to kill her, you know. And then luckily, this is one good thing about people that run their mouth. Her running her mouth saved her. So she's like, Tariq, your lawyer was over here. He was like, my lawyer? She's like, because your lawyer want me to testify this, that. She said, my lawyer was over there. She said, yeah, and he want me to say X, Y, Z. So he's like, wait, and he was with who? And she told him he was with Saxe. So Tariq is like, and she said, I really don't think this is going to work. And if I had some money, I could just leave. I would just run off. I would just leave. So what does Tariq do? He pays her off. But here's the problem. He gave her Monet's money. What's wrong with you, dude? You gave her Monet's money. He gave her Monet's money. So I'm like, that's not going to be too good for you. That's not going to do... That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. So long story short with that, when we get down to court, Epiphany is gone with the win. She gone in the win, I should say, rather. She does not show up. She does not show up because she took that money and ran, rightfully so. She does not show up to court. And McClain is like, looking around like, what's going on? Saxe is pissed, but now Saxe thinks that McClain double-crossed him. Tasha's thinking, oh, did Tariq her? That's what she's thinking. And I thought that was all played out. It was all these twists and turns. So we see this thing and we see this conversation between Saxe and McClain in the bathroom. And Saxe is like, I knew you would try to double cross me and I'm going to destroy you. But remember, Steven told Saxe, if you don't you better take down Tasha, you better take down you better take down Tasha, you better take down Tariq, and you better take down McClain. That's what you better do. That's what you're going to have to do. So it's like, so now McClain and Saxe are back on each other's odds now. But now here's the funny thing. He goes to Paula. McClain goes to Paula and he's telling her, oh, you got to help me. But see, remember when Tasha spoke to her and told her about what's going on and pulled her ear and told her about, you just going to be the side piece. Basically, that's what she told her. That got to her. So now she's like, you know what? Screw this. Screw you. She don't want nothing to do with McClain. She left the team. And so with her doing that, she's pissed off. So we're going to get back to her. What else happened tonight? We saw Effie and Brayden and with the Coke. Tariq, Effie, and Brayden are going to be selling this Coke and be a team again. They're reunited. That was cool. That was nice. Interesting. We seen, what else happened? Oh, we seen Paula go to Tariq and tell him what his mother said. And we also seen her tell him, listen, McClain is trying to set you up. I want you to take him down. That's what she told him. You need to take him down. But now, what was really, really good tonight, what we're getting to, is the scenes with everything Monet did. I enjoyed tonight. But now, the scene, let's go. Before I go to that let's go to this scene. I liked when Monet confronted the professor because Zeke came over to her house all confused and hurt and this, that, and the third. And she pretty much was like, listen, Zeke, go on upstairs and spend the night. Monet ends up at Professor Carrie's office. She told her, listen, let me tell you something. I know you're sleeping with my nephew, but I know you're sleeping with my nephew, and I will destroy your career. You either going to shut up and mind your business about what goes on in my family, or I'm going to destroy your career. How about that? None of this better get back and be tied to Zeke. You hear me? Totally shut her down. Now she shook. And then little punk Jabari, he saw the picture of Zeke and his family, and he noticed Drew in the picture. But that's all going to fall apart too. That's going to completely fall apart. Like these people in there, this episode was really good, and I'm ready for the next one. I enjoyed this. I keep saying that. I enjoyed this episode, but I really did. Now, the most tense part of the night was when we saw Kane getting some supply from Rico, and he noticed that some of the product was his mother's usual product. So he says to the dude, you stealing my family's product? He said, no, Rico gave it to me. And he said he wanted some new suppliers. So they're like, oh, shoot. He's like, oh, he's going to get rid of my mother. He's trying to get rid of my mother. We see Kane getting in the car. Mama! He trying to call her. She ain't answering the phone. Meanwhile, Tariq is over there with not all of her money, telling her, listen, I don't have all your money, this, that, and the third. She pulls a gun out. She's ready to get rid of him. And he's like, listen, do it. Because he said, I'm a monster. And he pretty much tells her everything I've messed up. And we see him flashing back on the things he did wrong in life, which included killing his own father. And so as she's about to do that, Drew is there, Diana is there. They're like, no, Ma, don't do it. Rico was pulling up with his crew, and they're like, why is he outside? Why is he not moving? So Monet was smart enough to say, get down. They get down. They're shooting up the place, shooting. So far, they're missing people. Then Drew decides he wants to get up and play action hero. I don't know what he thought he was going to do with all those automatic weapons. He gets up, and then he gets shot. They pull off. Here comes Kane. Too little, too late. Monet's pissed off. She's like, this is all your fault. She's mad. She's still disowning him. Luckily, Drew will survive this. He's not dead. Because I was like, wow, I thought he was going to be dead. He will survive this. And Monet is still disowning Kane. And Kane is like, Ma, you made me this way. She said, no, you messed this up. You should have been there. This is all your fault. This ain't Rico's fault. So I'm like, how's this going to play out? That was really good. Really good stuff right there. Extremely good stuff. And she's disowned her son yet again. Told him, I'm done with you completely. I'm like, this is a cold mother. I'm completely done with you. I think she threatened his life to run before something. I'm like, wow, these people are cold. But now, that scene with Kane and Monet's crooked cop boyfriend had a conversation. And he's like, Kane is telling him, listen, we got to get rid of Tariq. We got to do it now, blah, 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 blah. He's like, no, I'm in good graces with her. You are the problem. So, they had their little thing, and Kane, he tried to go at him. He said, try it. So then Kane turned around, and Kane snuck him, boom, knocked him out, and took that gun and blew that cop's head off, blew him away. So he's gone. So Monet don't have her little boyfriend no more. He gone. And I said, wow. But that was good. But the best part was at the end when Tariq got Tamika to be his lawyer, and he told her that he killed his own father. So this was a good episode. It was twists and turns here and there. I was like, wow, I enjoyed it. It had just enough action, good enough suspense. A lot of people that got on my nerves. So next week is episode 10. I don't know. Is that the last episode for the season? I don't know. But I think it's going to be real good because Kane is still after Tariq. Then we also have what's going on with Too Big because we didn't really see him tonight. Also, Sax, you going down. That professor, he gonna go down too. You watch. That Professor Jabari, Professor Butthurt, he gonna go down too. He's going down. But I thought it was really good. and what's going to happen with this trial when they put Tariq up on that stand. Oh, it's getting good. It's getting good. But that's all I got for now. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me if there's something I left out, what you think about it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people about this channel. And you all be blessed. I will see you in the next video. Peace. People say that still? I don't know.